Alrighty, hello. Welcome to Monday Night Reading Sprints. Obviously, I have someone else here with me.
Hello.
I'm so well. She was actually supposed to be on last week, but I decided to cancel because there were so many changes at work and I was just overwhelmed. So I'm glad I took a week off, but literally Tuesday, the day after, I was like, man, I really missed reading sprints. So I'm glad you were flexible and wanted to come back the following week. But
Yes.
did you want to introduce yourself in case anyone doesn't know who you are, your channel, socials, what you're reading, all that fun stuff?
Sure. Hi, everybody. My name is Hannah from the Teachers TBR. I'm that on Instagram and YouTube. And as far as reading tonight, I'm going to be reading Holly by Stephen King. And I was telling Jessie that this is my first Stephen King. And
Ooh.
I kind of put him off for a long time because his books really intimidate me. And I was talking to my brother-in-law yesterday and he reads super gory stuff. And he was like, I was reading a Stephen King and I had to put it down because it was so gory. And I was like, ooh. So far so good on this one.
Mhm.
I'm not super uncomfortable yet, but we'll see. I'm only like 100 pages in. So hopefully I get
Nice.
more of that read.
Yeah. Well, I'm so glad you were able to come back and we find like I know you've been in my comment sections for like the longest time.
Yes.
I was like, man, I need to ask her. I need to ask her. And
I
then
have
I
you
think
scheduled, like, on my calendar, Jessie, like, I write
oh
down
my
your
god.
yeah, it's a thing. Even my husband knows, like, if Monday night reading sprints are a
Oh my
thing.
god, that's so sweet. Yeah, I was like, I need to ask her. I need to ask her. And then I think it was you were on Keisha's Sprints. I was like, hold on,
Yeah.
I really need to ask her too. So glad you're able to come on. So
Yes, thank you for having me.
of course. Everyone, let us know what you plan to read tonight while you guys are commenting. I'm going to be reading You Can Trust Me by Kirsten Modulin. I've
Mm.
kind of been in like a slight reading slump and I need something fast paced. Kirsten Modulin is my go to popcorn thriller. I did start this a while ago. I'm near I start chapter 4, page 22. Um, all I know is it's about a couple who take a cruise and things get messy from there, like they always do. So who knows? But yeah, let us know in the comments what you plan to read. Danielle's here reading Wildest Dreams by Robin Carr. Awesome. Reading Holly.
We're
Love.
actually buddy reading it together,
Oh,
and
nice.
she's halfway through it, and I was
Oh,
like, "Beth, I'm only 100 pages in."
how
She's a
long
little
is that book? Just curious.
It's a chunkier one. It's like 4 450. So, it's a chunkier
Okay.
one.
Well, the one I was recommending to Hannah before we went live is 11/22/63, and that one is 852 pages. So, but it is so good, and it's like I love it. It's so long though.
I just can't think about that. I can't think about how long it is. Just keep trucking.
Honestly, as I was reading it, I was like, oh my gosh, like I just kept turning and turning. It's my other friend has the mass market paperback, and it's like 1100 pages, I think.
Oh my gosh.
So I was like, man, I feel like I'm flying through this. So listening to a middle grade book, Scritch Scratch. Awesome. I think Keisha told me about that one. So hopefully you're liking that. Symphony of Secrets. Cool. Brandon's here. Yes, we are back and better than ever. Still stressed, but we're back better than ever. The Handyman Method. Awesome. I've not heard of that one. You have to let me know what you think of it. Lena's here. Coal River by Ellen Marie Wiseman for
Mm.
Historathon. Awesome. I should have known it was going to be Ellen Marie Wiseman as your choice because that is like your author. Just tucked my kids in, and I have a pounding migraine, so no reading for me. But interested to
Mhm.
see what everyone else is reading, and came to say hi. Well, I'm sorry you're not feeling well, Taylor.
Yeah.
Hopefully your migraine goes away. The Atlas 6 while I edit a video. I feel like is that book series that's really popular?
Yeah, I think it's like Dark Academia or something.
Yeah.
And
And there's like
yeah.
1,000 books in the series or something. I think that's what it
I
is.
didn't know it had that many books. Like, I thought it was just 2. I don't know.
Well, now I gotta look it up.
Oh.
I'm too curious now.
I know the book cover, but I don't know how many is in the series. That was 6.
Okay. There is.
Yeah, I think they just came out with a 3rd one. Holly B. Blake.
Oh, okay. I must be thinking of another book. What's the other one with like the sisters that's really popular and has terrible editing skills or like editing? What was it? Zodiac Academy. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, that one does have a lot of books in the series.
That's the one I was thinking of. Hello. Everyone's saying hello. I have 16 minutes left of Make It So, a memoir by Patrick Stewart. What a wonderful life and reading experience. Oh, cute. What are you going to pick up next? Hello. There's Keisha. I knew she couldn't stay away. Hello, Stacy. Gabby's here. Just cleaned my room, took all the fall decorations down, and put up my Christmas. Okay. I know I did not finish that, but it was really hard not to find a Christmas ambiance room.
Oh, yes. I'm so excited.
I know. I'm like, is your tree already up?
No. My husband said, like, let's wait until after Thanksgiving. So, out of respect of him, I guess I'll
my husband always tells me no, and I just wait till he's gone half the day and it's up. But our tree, like the lights broke, and I just don't want to put lights on it. So I'm in the market for a new tree. So
you should
but
get that viral one that twinkles. Have you seen that one?
yes. Someone
That one's
said to
really
get a pre-lit tree and then put the twinkle lights in it. Well, I'm like, that defeats the purpose of
Yeah,
what
that's too
I
much work.
wanted. But they're so stupid expensive.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried to
Especially at
shop
Hobby
them.
Lobby.
Yeah, well, it went out last Christmas, and someone told me to look for them after Christmas, so I did. Couldn't find anything I liked. I looked in like July because of Christmas in July. Couldn't find anything, so now I'm just going to have to pay full price. But it's whatever. Sorry, Gabby. Not sure what I'll be reading tonight. Patiently waiting for Iron Flame to arrive. I feel like you and all of America are waiting for that book, and I hope you all have a magical time reading it.
Have you read Fourth Wing?
No, I tried, but I could not get into it.
Really?
Yeah.
I know you don't really like fantasy that much.
Mm-mm.
Which
No,
I don't either, but I ordered it just because I have so much FOMO. Like, I need to know
that's
what
why I
all
tried it. Because
I
I was
need to
like,
know.
this cannot be that amazing as everyone says it is. But I just like I just couldn't get into it. I was like, okay, when are we going to see romance and when are people going to start being killers? Like,
Exactly.
yeah. Angels here, Murder in the Family. Ooh, I just got that one. It's on my TBR for this month. 64% in. How are you liking that one? That's one where it's like I have to get it now.
Murder in the Family.
It's like mixed media, and there's like emails and pictures, like you're like solving the murder along with the characters. I have no idea, but I was like, ooh, of course book talk influenced me, so
Yeah,
always does.
Murder in the Family.
Yeah, I saw it was on that table at Barnes and Noble where it's like buy one get one 50% off. But I've been seeing like there's like newspaper articles and
I
stuff
love that.
So
It just makes the book go by so much faster.
Yeah. And it's like one body, 6 experts. Can you solve the case before they do? So, yeah. Driving home from youth skate night right now, and I'll be reading A Very Irregular Secret of Society of Witches when I get home. You have 100 pages left. Awesome.
That was a cute one.
I saw that one going around this Halloween, so
I
Because
gave
some
it like
people-
3.5 stars. It wasn't anything super memorable, but it was
Mhm.
cute.
I feel like it was like last year's Halloween, and then like I came back this year. I was like, am I sleeping on this one? But, Sold on a Monday by Christina McMorse. Nice. I've not heard of that one. I don't know how to pronounce that. Is
Iscariot.
Iscariot?
That sounds good.
I try to sound it out in my head. Verity. Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
Have you
And
read
you've got a big
Verity?
storm coming.
Yeah. Have you read Verity before?
Yes. I read it
Okay.
when it first became a
Okay.
huge thing.
I used to read it every year towards the beginning of the year, and then I read the extended version or the special edition or
Oh,
whatever.
did you?
Absolutely hated it.
Oh no.
Yeah, it completely ruins the book. So nobody should read the extended version.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I do the same thing. It's my planner. Oh, y'all are so sweet. Going to listen to Fireborn while cooking dinner. Then a little later, we'll sit down and read The Undertaking of Heart and Mercy. Nice. Cherry Pie or Die. Sounds like a cozy mystery. Yes. Such a good book. Highly recommend. If you can handle 850 some pages, it's worth the ride. The Pumpkin Spice Cafe, hoping to finish today because I started Iron Flame tomorrow. Ooh. How are you liking the Atlas 6 so far, Summer? Of course, I couldn't stay away. I'll let y'all know what I'm reading later. I'm editing a video for Wednesday right now. Nice. I need to do that too, also for Wednesday, but that sounds like tomorrow's problem, not me. It's been a struggle. I love mixed media and books, but there's a lot of characters. Oh, okay. So make a character list. Got it. I'm reading it. I should have made a character list. Gotcha. My reread of Fourth Wing and still loving it. Yay. Alrighty. Got through all the comments. Perfect. It's going to be at the 15-minute mark. So
Nice.
do you want to read until the top of the hour? Do you like longer sprints?
Yes, I do.
Okay, perfect. Well, it's not Christmas, but it's
Oh,
fall-ish. So, perfect. Okay, I'll go ahead and say, oh, Gwen is here. She's late. What are you reading? Let us know. We're about to start. I'll go ahead and put the timer or the banner on the thing, and we'll come back at the top of the hour and do some updates.
Sounds good.
Awesome. Alrighty. How did you do?
I did pretty good. I read about 32 pages. I made it to page 142. And so far, I have like 2 major icks with it.
Oh.
And I really like his writing. It's not anything to do with his writing or anything, or even the content. It's just, and this may seem weird, but I think he wrote this in COVID, like 2020-ish.
Oh.
And so this book is mostly centered around people having COVID and like social distancing and all of that. So I'm like, oh, I hate that. I hate reliving COVID in books.
I do too.
That's just a personal preference. I just do not like that.
Yeah.
And then there's a lot of political stuff in here, which is also like I have to live that daily. So like, why are we talking about it?
Right.
That's just personal preference though. But overall, it's going okay. How did you do?
Yeah, those are very valid because I don't like either one of those as well.
Yeah.
Ugh. Well, I made it to page 93.
Wow, didn't you just start that?
Yeah, I'm on like 3 times speed though.
Oh my gosh, okay. Holy cow.
So I'm like 35% into the book.
Nice.
But it's interesting, but it's also like so bizarre and like would never happen. But it's about a woman named May who's married to this guy named Blake. And something happened where her brother drowned on a boat or something. And so like every anniversary, like her husband and like her best friend always like, I guess like take a beach vacation in honor of him. Tell me if this makes sense. They decide to surprise the girl with a cruise ship. Like, I'm like, but her brother just died on a boat.
That would be a very traumatic gift, I feel like.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, whatever. Well, the woman goes missing. Okay. So the husband and the best friend are trying to find this woman. And then there's one part where the best friend's like, maybe I should have said something when I found out she was missing. And she's like, ooh, like maybe I should have said like there was some random dude that wouldn't leave us alone that night. Yeah, maybe that would have been important to tell.
Yeah.
So it's very fast paced. It's like they just found like security footage of her when she was last seen, and like there's this dude, and of course the husband's like all like wham me. So, but it's really good. It's definitely fast paced. So
I think I listened to one of her books, but it was called I can't remember what it's called. Something. It has the rose on the front. I don't know, but it was pretty good. I didn't finish it, but it was pretty good.
You didn't even finish it?
No, I didn't finish it.
Rose. I'll have to think about that one.
The Cellar.
Oh yeah, I haven't read that one. Interesting. Yeah, I'm hoping I might be able to like knock this out because it's only got. Yeah, I should be able to knock this off because it's only 260 pages if I keep going at that speed.
Especially if you read almost 100 pages of that sprint.
Yeah, exactly. For those of you who just joined, let us know what you're reading or how much progress you made. Gwen joined late and she's always a fan of character lists. So far, I'm only 16% through and I'm excited to keep reading. Reading How to Sell a Haunted House tonight.
Oh, I love Grady Hendrix.
I just unhauled one from him that I haven't read. It was the Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires.
I love that book so much.
I tried to read it, but I was just like, I'm not in the mood for this.
I get that 100%. I feel like you have to be open to his writing because his writing's a little odd.
I read My Best Friend's Exorcism. Loved that one. And then
That
I
was a good one.
read Final Girl Support Group and hated that one.
Yeah, it was not very good.
Yeah. And I've heard this one's good, but I've also heard it's got like dolls or puppets. And I'm like, that's a no for me. But I'm always curious to see what he's going to come up with next. I feel like there's a hair on my face. Okay. Reading When Nights Were Cold by Susanna Jones. I even said in my head, Gwen would be making a character list, but still deciding to wing it. Yeah, I have no doubt. She probably have like 6 pages full of characters, depending on how many there were. Just hopping on, currently reading Elephants Can Remember by Agatha Christie, hoping to finish it during the sprint. Awesome. Hello, no worries. 30%, awesome. My phone is going crazy. Lena made it to page 249. 34 pages of Symphony of Secrets. I like this even better than The Violin Conspiracy. Ooh, I think The Violin Conspiracy is one of Jordan's favorites. Interesting. 25% of Fireborn. 76% of Murder in the Family.
Nice. You guys are killing it.
I know. Like, actually, I was like, didn't she just start this one? But I know she didn't, actually. So, never mind.
That'd be great, Sprint.
I know. That must be a really fast read. 22 pages on Hell and Sold on a Monday. It's historical fiction set during the Depression. Okay. Finished editing and scheduling my video, and now I'm finishing up the last 30 pages of memorizing scripture by Glenda Marshall. Nice. Then I'm going to jump into Every Woman, a theologian.
Mm-hmm. The only reason I know that is because I just picked that one up. So,
oh gosh,
otherwise I would not.
I saw your story. I think I saw. Didn't you like post a picture of it?
Yeah, it's really good so far. It's for her book club.
Yeah,
this month I think.
And I think, Keisha, you'll have to let me know. I think you just announced like who your book club co-host is. I think it's Jordan from Bookish Gym. I think maybe I could be wrong. Maybe I just like manifested that for you. Reading Fantasy Powerless, loving it so much, but it's a ripoff of Hunger Games, just fantasy, not dystopian. Oh,
have you read The Hunger Games, Jessie?
I did when they first came out. I've not read this Ballad of Songbirds and Serpents or whatever it's called.
I'm listening to that one and I want to so badly finish it before the movie because it comes out like in a couple of weeks. And I just cannot.
Really?
It's so boring. And I'm like, why do we care?
The movie looks pretty good though.
It does. It does. But I cannot get into the book. So I may just like skip it.
My husband, when the movies were coming out, he was like, he's like, I don't want to watch it. It's based on a book. But then he watched it. He's like, those movies were actually pretty good. I was like, I know. And so now he saw the trailer and he's like, ooh, are you going to read that? I was like, no. So I'm going to wait for that to come out on streaming service and then I'll see what I think.
For sure.
Page 49 of your cozy mystery. Making it so 5 stars. I'm now downloading Red Skyline Over Hawaii, historical fiction about Pearl Harbor. Oh, glad you gave it 5 stars. Page 91 of the Handyman Method. Jumping in a bit late, reading Forest, Fishing, and Forgery, part of the Campers and Criminals Cozy Mystery. Oh yeah, I read the first book of this one for the back to school readathon.
Did you like it?
I think I've come to realization that cozy mysteries are not for me.
Understandable.
Because I'm just like, ooh, but when's the murdering and the cheating gonna happen? And
I mean, you do read a lot of thrillers, so like if you get in that mindset.
Yeah. I think it was cute. It was a very fast read. So but I'm also like not a series person either. So I don't know why cozy mysteries are always a series. So
that one has like 30 books. I think she came out with 33 this month. Like book number 33.
Oh my gosh.
That's a lot. That's a
My
lot.
library has every single audiobook, but no ebooks and no physical books.
Yeah, same.
I'm like, well, that's lame. But the next book that she's going to read is the Christmas one. That's interesting. Grabbed all 4 volumes of Heartstopper at the library. I'm going to start those tonight. I think I've read the first 3. And I love those. I have not seen the Netflix series though, which I know is like a crime, but whatever. I read a bit of Blossom Culp and the Sleep of Death. I don't know why I said sheep, but interesting. Beartown, just have under an hour left. I'm reading volume 3 of Witch Hat Adler. 21% of Atlas 6. I decided to make a character list. I guess in the spirit of Gwen, let's make a character list. Started The Only One Left by Riley Sager on page 42. Do you like that one?
I loved it. I loved it. I think that was one of I think that's my favorite one that he's ever wrote.
Really? Huh.
Yeah, he's my favorite author. And so it's
Mhm.
really hard for me to pick a favorite of his.
Yeah.
That one just
I think it was like a comeback because I did not like The House Across the Lake. And I was like,
that one
ooh.
wasn't my favorite either.
It's my favorite 1-star book.
I am one of the ones though that hated Survive the Night. I absolutely hated that book. And I was even to the point where I was like, he didn't even write this. I was like, he wrote this, but it was not Riley Sager.
See, I liked that one. My favorite is Home Before Dark, though. That one's my favorite.
Home Before Dark.
It's so good.
Lock Every Door is probably my second favorite. But
Okay.
this one is probably
I would have loved Lock Every Door, but I remember, I think I just started my YouTube channel, or it was like right before I started it, but I watched someone's video and they like completely spoiled the twist with like no warning. Like, while I was reading it, and it was my very first book of the month book when I signed up.
Oh my gosh.
I was like in the middle of reading it. I was like, oh, well, that sounds stupid.
That's terrible.
Yeah. Oh. So I DNF'd it and then I reread it. I was like, okay, I do like this. It would have been 5 stars if I had not known what the twist was.
Oh man, that's one of the most unique twists too.
Yeah, you have never seen that coming. But like when you're like 25% to the book, I'm just like, well, that's stupid. Like, why would I? That makes no sense. Why would that even happen? But made 60%. Just joined reading Fourth Wing. Perfect timing for tomorrow. Love the entire series. Not a series person, so that deters me from cozies for a long time, but now I just continue with the ones that I love and try. I've also been told with cozies, you really don't have to like go in order too.
Yeah, I've been told that too, but I don't know if it's the teacher in me or what, but I cannot do that. It really bothers me because I'm like, oh, this is book 3. I can't do it.
Maybe a controversial thing, but like I have not ever seen Star Wars. I know. But like with my best friend, I'm like, I don't understand why you start with movie number 4 and you do 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. That makes no sense. And she's like, well, that's how they were released. I was like, no, that should be Star Wars 1, 2, 3. And then there's a prequel 1, 2, 3. But like, I just can't.
Yeah.
The math is not mathing.
I haven't seen the whole series of Star Wars. I've seen like I don't even know which one it is, but it's the one with Anakin and Obi-Wan Kenobi. Mm-hmm. And that's pretty much it. That's my Star Wars knowledge.
Yeah.
But I have heard
enough to be like, oh yeah, I totally know what you're talking about. Right. But like,
that's about it.
And I've seen so many like I've seen the Family Guy episodes of it. I'm like, okay, that's basically it. And of course, everyone's like, no, it's not the same. Whatever. The Only One Left is probably my favorite one too. The more I sit on The Only One Left, the more I think it may have topped all of his others for me and became my top fave. Close rivals are Home Before Dark and The Last Time I Lied. Ooh, The Last Time I Lied, I really want to reread.
Oh, that's a good one. That's such a good one.
I think I'm going to wait for summer though, because like summer camp So I will not hear this across the lakes. Like Summer, I just don't understand. Again, it is my favorite 1-star book. I totally recommend it, but like the twist of that one, I'm just like, absolutely not. I
I
can't.
went to his, I met him back a few months ago. Yeah. I drove like 8 hours to go meet him,
Oh
and at
wow.
the event he was actually with Ruth Ware, and
Oh,
at the
oh my.
event, he was like, "Don't worry, I've heard all of your negative comments about the twist of my last book." Like, apparently there's a lot of people that were not happy with that twist.
I am interested in his newest one that's coming out, I guess this summer coming up, but like because it's gonna be told in a male's point of view, which is interesting.
I
I would
know.
love to meet him in person and like just hear him talk about his books
He's
and
so
such.
funny. He's
Is he?
hilarious.
Mm, 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 mm. But yeah, I will slander this book and give it praise at the same
Sorry,
time.
Summer.
I think my least favorite Riley Sager's Final Girl. Yeah, I feel like that one used to be my favorite of all time, and it's slowly.
Yeah. Well, that was his debut, and I feel like he just keeps getting better.
Yeah.
Well, like Survive the Night we won't talk about, for me at least, but
See, when he only had 3 books out, Final Girls was my favorite. And then I was like, okay, I liked The Last Time I Lied. And then I read, and then I was spoiled for Lock Every Door. But then as I like keep reading and like
Mhm.
reevaluate Final Girls, I think besides The House Across the Lake, I think it is my least favorite. So I agree. I need to get to know the characters in book 1.
Yep.
I have read In Order to Type A Girl. Yeah,
Yes,
no worries.
without a doubt.
Read my first Cozy Out of Order a couple weeks ago, and never again. I need to read them in order to get to know the characters. Yeah. That's why you just watch the initial 3 Star Wars and pretend like the other ones don't exist. Yeah. No, no, no. I'm also like don't like space movies. Like they're kind of boring. So.
My husband and I watched, Dune a while back,
Oh yeah.
and literally we were halfway through the movie and we were like, "What is going on? Like, what is happening?"
Yeah, I feel like I'm not smart enough for space movies
Yes, it
unless
goes
it's
right over my head.
yeah, I'm just like, if you just stayed on Earth, none of this would happen.
I mean, you
But
asked for it.
yeah, exactly. True fabled reader. Nice. Alrighty. Do you want to read until the top of the hour again?
Sure.
Okay. What time zone are you in? I'm just curious.
Eastern.
Oh, okay, so you're in the same time zone as me. I didn't know
Mhm.
if you have like a curfew or not.
Oh,
So
no. We actually have an in-service day tomorrow, so I don't even have kids tomorrow, so
oh, nice. Fiance loves Dune. No, 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 no.
I mean, the Timothy Chalamet was really good in it,
Mhm.
and Zendaya was really good in it, but that's about it. I didn't know
Just
anything
A-list
else.
characters or A-list celebrities playing.
Yep.
All right. We'll go ahead and read till the top of the hour and come back. And then hopefully we will not talk about Star Wars, but we will still slander the House Across the Lake.
Sorry, Summer.
All right. See you shortly. Okay. How did you do?
I did okay that time. It seemed like that sprint went a little faster. But I got a little distracted too. So I got another 30 pages in.
Nice.
So I'm on page 167 and I'm still really liking it. Again, the COVID aspect is like, but overall, it's really good. I don't think Stephen King is something you read when you're tired. All the words are running together.
Understandable. I made it to 58% on page 147. I got a little distracted too. My husband really wanted cookies. And I'm like, you do realize it's almost 10 o'clock, right? So I was like, okay. So I was like, there's Toll House cookies in the refrigerator. I was like, you can make them. And it was like every 10 minutes. How do I do this? And then I started to smell the oven. So I had to go make sure he wasn't burning the house down. So, but all good. The cookies seem to be okay.
Nice.
There's no flames. So, but as far as my book, I'm still really enjoying it. It's still over the top and stuff like that. But I feel like there's a certain character. I'm just like, I feel like we're not really getting a lot of information about this person. So I'm like, he's suspicious, but he's not supposed to be suspicious. So I don't know. We'll see though. Let's see. Lena headed off to bed. Daylight savings is kicking her butt. And I completely understand how you feel. This time change feels worse every year. I agree. I feel like every time I get older, it's like, ugh. I thought they were supposed to stop daylight savings, but I guess they're not going to do that. But
I feel like it's either or. A lot of people love it. A lot of people hate it.
I wish they would just not do it, but Gwen's been working on other projects this evening instead of reading, but getting ready for bed now, and I think I'll actually read a bit before you fall asleep. Nice. Hello. Thanks for joining. Reading Cursed at Dawn by Heather Graham. Awesome. Also, Hannah's channel. It's in the description box. I did remember before sprints. So, hello. Read 3 chapters. Awesome. Didn't get any reading done, but made progress with editing. That's great.
Nice.
Just subscribe. Yay.
And while we were on that sprint, I checked and I hit 500. Thanks so much, Jessie, for all shouting me out and everything. Because I was like, I think I had 496 or something when we got on.
Yay. Everyone stop what you're doing to go make that count even higher.
Yes. Thank you.
Oh, I mean, I didn't do anything, but okay. Made to page 92 in my book. 10% more in my book while I played Disney Dreamlight. Yay. Got through almost 3 chapters. Yay. How do you guys find time to read? Do you read at night or throughout the day? I want to become a reader. I have so many books, but I almost never pick them up. God, what a loaded question.
Well, I didn't always love to read. I kind of found it in college. I just started picking, honestly, just find books that you think you would like a mystery or something. I would pick really fast-paced books at first just to kind of catch your attention. But really the only time I have to read is at night.
Yeah.
Because I mean that's
because usually during the day I'm working, or if I'm not working, I'm filming, editing, doing all this other stuff. But normally I read throughout the day. Sprints always help me, and I feel like they help other people. So just look up live reading sprints. I do these every Monday, if that helps you.
Yes. Audiobooks are huge too.
Oh my gosh, I could not read as much if I didn't have audiobooks. So big lifesaver because I listen to them on a drive, grocery shopping, just all. Yes, all doing well. Been here from the start, but listening to Fourth Beat and trying to finish tonight. 3 hours left. Nice. I know. I actually saw TikToks where they were already on the shelves at Targets. Like people were buying them in advance before they're released.
Wow.
I was like, ooh, someone at Target got in trouble. It is a Red Sky. It is Red Sky over Hawaii. Stupid spell checks.
Spell check.
No worries.
Oh, thanks, April.
Finished my book. Audiobooks are what helped me get back into reading.
Sure.
It's like a game changer. Of course. Sprints are how I get my reading done. Yeah. Barnes & Noble selling them early too. Mine comes in on audio in about 5 hours. Are you gonna like completely binge it?
I heard from a Books a Million cashier that if stores put out the book early, then the author doesn't get like much revenue from the book during that time. And I never really understood that because I feel like, I mean, I don't see how that would hurt the author by putting them out early.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's really sad if they do that to the author.
Yeah. Well, I would think like they would have to buy like the books in advance from the publishing company. And I've seen like audio or authors like go even find them early and sign some at the bookstore. So that is cool. I hope they don't like that would be awful if they did that.
For sure.
Audiobooks helped me make a lot of headway in books. I'm also relieved. It also relieved road rage. Yes. How are you ladies doing today? We're good. The new special edition has extra chapters and they're supposed to be available on our site. So I may check that out too.
Oh, nice.
One. Did not know that.
So many people reading Fourth Wing.
I know. Like, and so many people are rereading Fourth Wing, and I'm just like, okay. I still don't get the hype, but if it goes out early, it doesn't count towards the first week's sale, so it can affect New York lists and things. My understanding.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
So interesting.
Thanks for asking, Elena.
Oh, that was all of them. Perfect. Well, I'm tired.
Same.
Yeah. So I figured we would go ahead and end it tonight, but I will definitely have to have you back on here because I feel like we totally like clicked and stuff like that.
Yes.
And we hit 500, so that's a milestone.
Yes.
So, make sure everyone hit subscribe on both of our channels. Come back every Monday for some motivation. And yeah, we'll go ahead and end the night and see you guys on the next one.
Thanks so much, Jessie.
Bye. Of course.